And off we go from Las Vegas. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and 1, here's Bennett. Able to find the open man, that's complete. Down the right sideline, inside the 10.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Jerry Jeudy
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Falcons are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, break. Cowboy 80. Street. Go, Riggs, go.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Buffalo 18. Go.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This a 2nd and 8. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
And he's got this down to the 35. They've got
another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Hooker. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Check smash. Check smash. 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 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now Hooker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. Hooker. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Robinson with another carry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Here's Bennett. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Bennett will look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. I mean, you've got a guy that high.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jerry Jeudy with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short, run or pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter, and that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 13-0 is the score after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Come on, come on. Check. Check, hurt, hurt.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
70.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Pushing through the contact. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Raiders had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. He finds Mayer here. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make it 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 6.
Bennett now off play action.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. He's on his way.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Looking to throw here, Bennett.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Hooker to throw it. A short one there, caught by Granson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, Bobcat. Check,
Doolin, the man
Bobcat.
in motion.
Ready?
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Doolin, 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's in a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 89 yards. And the Falcons are back within a couple of the lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Bennett will try to throw for this.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Being chased out left.
Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Big
yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool. And got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set.
Touchdown Raiders! Kylen Granson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Bennett back to the air on second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 6 now. Back to the air yet again, Bennett. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Hooker. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Wilson able to put this one through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Okay,
2nd and 10.
Hooker, 19.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hooker on first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Warriors, 17.
Looking to throw. Hooker. A throw on the money there to Dooley.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The left side throw complete to Adams. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Hooker.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Penny, a first down carry. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hooker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Ashton Dulin.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about set.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 33 yards that time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hurt. Ready.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Hooker wants to change the look.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hooker. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Down the right sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Got it. Ready?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready, ready.
And this one complete to Doolin.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot,
and turned it into a nice game.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hooker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game was never really in doubt, CD, especially in the second half. They were always up by at least a couple of scores. And in fact, in the second half, their defense pitched a shutout. They were really impressive.
They took the drama away, didn't they?